I wanted to come on today and talk about how we move through the discomfort of something new. How to approach taking on a new healthy lifestyle choice when it seems really overwhelming or out of our comfort zone. We like to have mastery in the things that we do as adults. As children, you're constantly learning new things and you flex that muscle a lot of being vulnerable. It's really being vulnerable, actually. To do something new requires vulnerability. And that's scary. It's scary for a lot of people. But just like falling in love or anything else that's worth something in our lives, vulnerability is necessary, right? Don't we love Brene Brown? Love her. That's where the good stuff is the vulnerability. So the first thing is there needs to be a willingness to be vulnerable and to not look perfect. Let's just use going to the gym as an example. I remember a couple years ago when I decided to go to the gym after not going for 20 years, I felt like I was an actor pretending to work out when I was at the gym because I had no idea what I was doing. I remember I got on the elliptical for the first time and I was one of those people that rode it backwards. And I didn't really understand what's happening, but I did it for like 10 or 15 minutes. And that was it. And yeah, I'm sure people that were there that saw me and were like, oh, she's riding that backwards. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. So was I vulnerable? Yes. Was it a little uncomfortable? Yes. But you know what? We need to be willing to do things that are a little uncomfortable because it's this obsession with comfortable that keeps us stuck in our lives. The things that are going to move us forward are going to be a little uncomfortable. So if you can know that ahead of time and be kind to yourself and have a little sense of humor about it. And now it's funny because whenever I'm at the gym and I see someone doing that, I really agonize over whether or not I should go over and tell them, that they're doing it the wrong way. I don't. I stop myself because I realize that's their own learning journey. It's not my job to get involved. But so the first thing is vulnerability, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable and just psych yourself up about it. It's okay. You don't have to be perfect all the time. You don't have to look cool all the time, okay? It's worth looking like a fool for a couple of days. And you may look like a fool when you're doing something new, but it's worth it. It's worth it. The second part of it is really understanding and making the emotional choice to prioritize yourself and your own needs. And that is particularly challenging for mothers because we have these babies, right? I'm not saying that everyone goes through this, but this was my experience and a lot of the women that I know have suffered with this as well. We have this attachment, right? Where they literally are on our bodies to survive. They're drinking from our bodies to survive, or they just need to be held by us. We literally give up a version of ourselves to become this mother. Some women are better at this than others. After they are, about 3 or 4 years old, when they're no longer so dependent on us for everything, it's like there's a relearning that needs to happen because you forget how to take care of yourself. You forget that you even have a self. You're just constantly taking care of these kids. So what I am here to tell you is that it is your birthright to be well, to take care of yourself. Your wellness is as important as your children's wellness, if not more. Your wellness is going to fuel your entire relationship with them. So if you have forgotten that it's important to take care of you, if you put their needs before your needs all the time, I feel you. That was me for like 6 years. And it took having to give up drinking for me, which I did a couple years ago, to realize that I was not taking care of myself in healthy ways. I was relying on wine and television and unhealthy food to kind of numb out the fact that I was not considering any of my personal needs. What I want to encourage you is to sit down and write about how you feel about taking care of yourself. Where do you come in the list of priorities? Where does your wellness, your sanity, where does it come? And if it's any lower than number 1, I want you to reevaluate those priorities because it's just like putting the oxygen mask on in the airplane. You have to take care of yourself first before you can take care of those kids. Finally, the third part is to understand why. Why are you doing this? So let's say you want to go to the gym because you have low energy and you know that getting back to the gym is going to help you replenish that energy. That's a really good reason to be uncomfortable for a little while. Even with meditation, a lot of people say, oh, I'm not good at meditating. I have too many thoughts. Welcome to the human condition. Everyone has too many thoughts. Meditation is difficult for everyone in the beginning. And it's just like anything else, it's a practice. When you want to start something new and push past the discomfort initially, decide that being vulnerable is the way to anything great. Prioritize yourself and look at your why. When you think about why you're doing something, it can really help push you, and just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Thinking about you guys, sending so much love, okay? All right, have a great day. Bye.